So welcome to the Media Center of Dr. V.S. Krishna Government Degree College, Autonomous, Visakhapatnam. This is Dr. T. Samuel David Ras, lecturer in zoology and studio center coordinator. Today I would like to explain the guidelines released by the Commissionerate of College Education for Phase 3 LMS content generation. Before starting this, I would like to thank our beloved Commissioner Sir Dr. Pola Bhaskar Garu for this establishment of this media center, which gave us a platform for creating our own content that can be placed on the CCE web portal. And there are certain guidelines released by the Commissionerate of College Education, which I am going to deal with now. Coming to the APCCE LMS. APCCE LMS means Learning Management System of Commissionerate of College Education of Government of Andhra Pradesh. Its main intention is to enhance the teaching quality of the lecturers so that they can be resource persons to the world audience through the global platform of LMS. And the second intention is to promote self-learning among students. That means when the lecturer is not available during Sundays or holidays, the students can go to the LMS website and browse through the different videos of different lecturers all across the state, and they can improve or update their subject. And this is a centralized platform for students to access all the course material in the form of PowerPoint presentation, as well as self-assessment questions, notes, videos, podcasts, etc. Coming to the objectives. The main objective of this is to develop e-content for the first, second and third year UG syllabus in line with the single major curriculum that is newly introduced from the last year onwards in Government of Andhra Pradesh, and for the academic year 2023 and 24. And to host the e-content onto the CCE LMS web portal is the next objective. And coming to the modus operandi, how this works. So Commissionerate of College Education, mainly the academic cell, has devised a 3-level or 3-tier plan. The first tier is represented by the subject expert committees. Certain lecturers of different subjects all through the state from different government and aided colleges, they were taken as subject expert committee. And the second level is that of the nodal resource center wise subject coordinators. So we have different nodal resource centers. For Visakhapatnam, there are 2 nodal NRCs. One is Dr. V.S. Krishna Government Degree College, the other is said to be Women's College. So under these nodal resource centers, NRCs, there are different colleges that are what we call mapped. So here from these NRCs, from these colleges, NRC colleges, certain lecturers from different subjects were considered as coordinators, who has to coordinate both with the first level, that is state level expert committee, and the third level, that is the content generators, who are nothing but lecturers. So here Commissioner Sir has given us an opportunity to all the lecturers of the state, so that every lecturer can create his own content using this media center. And coming to how many subjects that are mapped, CCE has identified 20 different subjects spanning through all the different languages, Telugu, Hindi, Sanskrit, and different science subjects, physics, chemistry, botany, zoology, mathematics, computer science, and also arts and commerce subjects. And we start with the role of NRC college principals. So the main role of the NRC college principals is that they have to prepare schedules. So they have to prepare recording schedules, or we can call them as timetables, and they have to be distributed to all the colleges under the NRC. The second one is the recording has to be without interruption. So here the principal and the media center coordinator, for example myself, have to ensure that lecturers in the NRC region can record their LMS lessons without any interruptions. That means everything has to be quality checked before the content generator, that is lecturer, arrives into the media center. And all the schedules have to be circulated among the NRC colleges. And the next one is said to be the principal has to, along with the, not the principal, principal has to see that the studio center coordinator submits weekly report and studio center wise abstract to the commissionerate regularly. And we'll start with the level 1, that is guidelines for subject expert committees. So the first thing that the subject expert committee has to do, which was already done, is topic allocation. So they have to select all the 20 subjects spanning from first semester till the last semester. They have to allocate topics to all the faculty members, considering both regular faculty as well as contract faculty, and they have to cover all the subjects starting from first semester to sixth semester. In addition to this, they have to consider allocation of topics with respect to multidisciplinary courses and all other skill enhancement courses. And fourthly, they have to guide the content generators or the presenters. And coming to the content, so the subject expert committee has to regularly monitor the progress of the e-content preparation and to check the relevance of the content with respect to the new curriculum in tune with the NEP 2020. And they have to also ensure that the images that were placed were not blurred. That means the quality of the images has to be checked thoroughly, and the quality of the video and the audio for the podcast have also to be checked thoroughly. And one more thing that is crucial for this e-content generation is plagiarism check. So without plagiarism check, it cannot be hosted onto the CCE LMS web portal. So we have to, the subject expert committee has to see that it is in compliance with the open educational resources and it is not violating any copyright acts. And coming to the 3 steps of the quality checkup that has to be done by the subject expert committees. One is the quality checkup has to be done at the level of the content generated itself. So first of all, the lecturer has to ensure that the entire topics that he is dealing with are said to be having highest quality. And the second one is to the NRC subject coordinator, and the third level, step 3, is the checkup by the state level subject expert committee. And the most importantly, subject expert committee has to see the suitability of the video, podcast, PowerPoint, reading material or reading notes, self-assessment questions. What is the suitability? They have to check the quality of the video, podcast, PPT and etc. to their subjects with respect to the new UG syllabus. So only those topics that were allotted and the content related to the new single major curriculum has to be delivered to the students. And the subject expert committee has to submit certain items along with NRC wise and content generators. The content generators have to submit a video, number 2 podcast, number 3 PowerPoint presentation, number 4 reading material or reading notes along with web links, and all this we are going to deal with in the next slides. Self-assessment questions and a declaration which is a must. Declaration by the content generator that there is no plagiarism involved, there is no copyright issues involved in the preparation of the e-content. So these have to be submitted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They have to submit it to NRC wise subject expert coordinators, and they have to give in turn a declaration that whatever the content that is generated by the content generator is in tune with the NEP 2020, having suitability to the UG syllabus, and there is no plagiarism or copyright violation involved here. And thirdly, the subject expert committee, the state level committee, has also give a declaration. So 3 declaration along with the content has to be submitted. And coming to the remarks, subject expert committee has to do certain remarks, has to give certain remarks. First one is that they have to accept only qualitative suitable content satisfying all norms of e-content, already we have discussed just now. And they have to suggest the content generator with remarks such as, if any self-assessment question is said to be with respect to options, there are certain mistakes, they have to thoroughly check and see that the content is said to be correct. And coming to the next one, the subject expert committees, after all these things are said to be completed, they have to submit the completed topics to CCE LMS team as and when completed to facilitate uploading to the CCE LMS web portal. So this is with respect to the guidelines for subject expert committee. Let's deal with the guidelines for NRC wise subject coordinators. So they have to coordinate, subject expert committees have to coordinate with the NRC coordinators and content generators, and NRC coordinators have to coordinate with the content generators, and they have to guide the presenters in e-content delivery. So everyone doesn't know how to prepare a PPT or how to align the content into the justification and the font size and line spacing. So all these have to be thoroughly checked, and they have to guide the content generator with respect to the content, and they have to review the e-content with respect to copyright compliance and verify and ensure that there is no violation with respect to OER and Copyright Act. And the copies that have to be submitted by the NRC are said to be nothing but those that are prepared by the content generators, that is video, podcast, PPT, reading material, self-assessment questions, declaration of the content generator, along with this declaration of the NRC coordinator. And coming to the crucial one, the guidelines for the content generators, that is the guidelines for the lecturers. The medium of instruction for single major curriculum is only English. So the entire e-content has to be prepared only in English medium, except for languages. And coming to the plagiarism check, whenever they use an image from Google or from a book, they have to see that they are from open educational resources or not. We can also call them as Creative Commons. So we have to use Creative Commons images. And if there are no such OERs, scientists abiding to the CC by CCSA rules, that means Creative Commons guidelines, they have to give a proper citation below the image, and a declaration certificate also has to be submitted in this regard. During declaration, it is also has to be certified that there is no copyright violation involved here. And items to be submitted we already have seen: video, podcast, PPT, reading material, self-assessment questions and declaration. And coming to the guidelines for all these e-content preparation. First of all, let's start with the guidelines for video preparation. The time limit for video preparation should be 15 to 25 minutes only, not less than 15, not more than 25 minutes. And the format should be in MPEG format. So when we as content generators record here, this record will be taken to the what we call editor, video editor. After editing, when we export the video, see that it is exported in MPEG-4 format, and the aspect ratio should always be 16:9, so that it covers the entire screen of the mobile or even the TV on which the student is going to see. And the resolution should be full HD, that means 1024 into 768 pixel resolution, and the video size should be less than 200 MB, for which certain softwares can be used, which are available offline as well as online, and all these software related softwares we have already discussed during the TOTS. And the audio quality in synchronization with the video has to be checked at the first level itself, that means at the content generator level. And coming to the guidelines for the preparation of PPT, the first slide is called as a master slide. The master slide should be that of the slide that is provided by the Commissioner of College Education. And during video also, before the first slide and after the last slide, the start and end videos are provided by the Commissioner of College Education, which have to be used. And coming to the font size, the main heading, the title should be having a font size of 40 and subtitle 32, and text can be not less than 24. It should be between 24 and 32. You can use even 28 or 30 font size, and it is better if you use a common font, that is Times New Roman, I suggest. And coming to the learning objectives, every topic should start with the learning objectives, and the words in each line should be simplified. Don't put the entire content with respect to, let us say there is a definition or there is a principle. Don't put the entire principle which is spanning 4, 5, 6 or 7 lines into the slide. Make it into bullets and make it simplified, so that you can and you have to explain it rather than keeping completely the entire content on the slides. And see that the e-content PPT contains or displays only important points, definitions, synopsis, etc. And Commissioner of College Education has also suggested one thing: short videos, short animations, short GIFs can also be used during the preparation of the PPT for the better understanding of the student, and contrast colors have to be used. And coming to the guidelines for preparation of self-assessment questions, this has to be provided only in the Excel sheet given by the Commissioner of College Education. 3 kinds of questions can be selected from any of these, with at least 6 questions from each type. For example, multiple choice questions are there, true or false, match the following, short answers, very short answers, long answers. So you can take multiple choice 6, true or false 6, and match the following 6. At least 6 of these 3 different types of questions have to be prepared, which will be of very useful for the degree students when they pursue higher education for the PG entrance tests. And coming to the guidelines for the preparation of the reading material or reading notes. Content generators should see that the content is said to be minimized at least to 3 pages, not more than 3 pages or not less than 3 pages. And the format for the submission of reading material is only PDF format. Don't submit in Word format, because from one system to another system, from one OS to another OS, the format changes. So you convert the Word into PDF and submit it to the next level. And wherever possible, at the end of the content, please provide certain web links so that the student, if at all, because there is only 15 minutes or 20 minutes for you, you may not be able to explain everything. For certain topics, you can give in the content web links to either your videos or to the videos of other lectures. And coming finally to the timelines. So the content generation and other relevant preparation has to be done before September 4th, and this has to be submitted to the NRC subject wise expert committees. And from September 6 to September 15, the NRC coordinators have to see that all the different items that are submitted by the content generators are in tune with the what we call suitability related to UG curriculum syllabus, single major curriculum syllabus, and also there is no copyright involved. And from September 17 to October 8, here the NRC Studio Center coordinator has to devise a plan, submit schedules to the lecturers, and between this period, between these 3 weeks, every lecturer in the NRC has to prepare the video. After October 8th, if at all any recording quality or recording any disturbance and the lecturer want to re-record it, so there is also time given between October 9th to 26th. Recordings can be done, re-recording can be done, and the final submission by the content generator to the NRC coordinator, from there to the subject expert committee state level, and from there to the academic cell at the Commissioner of College Education has to be done by November 4th. So this is all with respect to the guidelines. So I request all the content generators, subject expert committees and NRC coordinators to adhere strictly to the guidelines prescribed by the Commissioner of College Education and prepare the e-content that is useful for the students. Thank you one and all.